Dear students, today we'll discuss about Module 3 words. It has a process called words formation processes. We will discuss about the word formation process. So what is word formation process actually? Word formation process is defined as the ways in which new words are formed in a language. It means in a particular word we can add, we can modify certain words and create new words. The vocabulary of that particular language will expand day by day as per the technology increases, modernization, urbanization happens. Certain words get add into the main language, and we use those words in the language in a regular basis, and it becomes the part of the language itself. It becomes the part of a culture itself. That is a word formation. There are certain ways to make it. There are various ways of word formation. So we'll see the word formation processes, the theory of it. Fine. Around 10 to 11 word formation processes are there. Some would be termed as minor, some would be termed as major word formation process. But first, we'll focus on the various processes so that it will help us to identify those word formation processes and will help in our word analysis. Fine. So all set for the word formation process. The number one is coinage. COINAGE, coinage. What is coinage? The invention of total new words in a language is called as coinage. Let me give you example. For example, computer, iPhone, laptop, robot, etc. These words are the advantages of the new technology advancement IT sector. These words were not present in the language itself. They were absent from there. And once the humanized society goes further and it gave birth to various inventions and various tools, gadgets, these words came into our language and it became the part of our life and culture itself. So these are the example of the totally new word, birth of a new word in the language. For example, computer, iPhone, laptop, etc. In a coinage, there is a small term, a variety of a coinage actually. It's called as eponym. EPONYM, eponym. It refers to the word formation based on a person or a place. For example, sandwich. The name of a food, sandwich, is based on a person who was busy in gambling and who did not have enough time to have food. So he invented the typical food for himself, adding bread and some vegetables and some non-veg items into that, and he made that sandwich. So as per his liking, the food got inspired and get popularized, and the word came into the language as sandwich. Another example is of jeans. Actually, jeans, the way you dressed, it is a name of a cloth, but actually the pair of that pants, the pair of jeans is named after a place which is present in Italy. So certain places, people can contribute to the word formation process, especially coinage. So that particular term can be termed as eponym. So this is coinage concept. Invention of a total new word into the language is coinage. Examples: computer, iPhone, laptop, robot, etc. The number two is borrowing. What is borrow? To take something from someone or give something to someone. Thus take, borrow and take. Same terms happens in language also. Taking words from other languages are called borrowing. We use them in other language as it is. English language is a very good example of this borrowing. As Britishers travelled throughout the whole world, they acquire various types of data, various types of words from others. For example, there are English words, we know them as English word, but these words are taken from the another language. For example, sofa. Sofa is a word, it has origin in Arabic language. Another example, piano. It has Italian origin. Yogurt is word taken from Turkish language. Lute, Indian language. Tycoon, it has derived from the Japanese culture. So these are examples of borrowing. And these words can also be known as loan words. LOANWORDS. Loan words. So one language taking help, taking loan words from other language and using as it is called as borrowing. Number 3, blending. Blending is a process through which new words are formed in a language. It refers to joining the beginning of one word and end of another word. This is the tricky part. Blending is there, but beginning of one word and ending part of another word. That is blending. For example, smog. SMOG, smog. The word smog is derived from the word smoke. SMOKE, smoke, plus fog. FOG, fog. The beginning part of the word smoke, SMO, and the ending part of the word FOG, OG. Total result is smog. Let's take another example. It will help you to understand the process very easily. Brunch. BRUNCH, brunch. Brunch is a word derived from the word breakfast plus lunch. BREAKFAST, breakfast, plus LUNCH, lunch. So BR from the breakfast and UNCH from the lunch. So initial part and ending part of various words can club together and can be termed as blending. And the word brunch and smog are getting easily used by the English language speakers, just like that. Then the next process is clipping. Clipping is the process of the cutting of the beginning or the ending of a word. A word would be very lengthy one. The word will be some different spellings with that. But for the usage, for the easy usage of the language, for the easy pronunciation of the language, to avoid lengthiness, we can, as per the rule, we can cut the beginning part of the word or the ending part of the word, or at times we can cut initial part of the word and the ending part of the word also, and can keep the middle part of the word, and it altogetherly give birth to different type of word. We'll see the example, it will clarify the confusion. Very simple example, advertisement. 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 So instead of saying advertisement again and again and writing it again and again, which is very tedious, time consuming, expensive thing, we can easily say ad. Capital A, small d, ad. Another example, very simple one, gas. Gas is derived from the word gasoline. GASOLINE, gasoline. But we usually say gas. We don't say gasoline every time. We use gas. Another simple example, photo. From the photograph. PHOTOGRAPH, photograph. We don't say photograph all the time. We say photo. Same as laboratory, lab. Professor, prof. Influenza, flu. We are cutting INENZA and we are writing just flew. Clipping has one more variety called as hypocorism. HYPOCORISM. Hypocorism is a variety of clipping. It refers to cutting short of the main long word and adding IE or Y. In the first part we have seen that clipping means cutting the thing, but we are not adding anything. But in the variety of a clipping, hypocorism, we are adding IE or Y. We'll see the example. Hanky. HANKIE. Hanky is a word derived from the word handkerchief. Handkerchief. So here we are deleting the part chief and adding IE and saying the new word hanky. Another word, Aussie. AUSSIE, Aussie. Aussie is derived from the word Australian. Instead of saying Australian cricketer, commenter can say Aussie. It will denote the meaning thoroughly. So these are the example of hypocorism. We have seen now clipping. Now let's talk about back formation. The word itself says that we are forming a word from the back side. Formation of words from back. Creating verb from longer nouns from back can be termed as back formation. We'll see examples. Noun. Promotion. 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 Promotion is a noun. And we are cutting the back part of the noun ION and we are keeping it as promote PROMOTE and we are making it as verb. This is called as back formation. Another example, donation. DONATION. I am cutting ON, ION and remaining the word donate, verb is example of back formation. Similarly, management. I am cutting MENT and the remaining word manage is a verb, example of back formation. Now we'll see 6 number, conversion. Conversion or functional shift of word. It means a typical part of speech is using as another part of speech. We have seen that we have 8 parts of speech in English language: noun, pronoun, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction, interjection. So, apart from these 8 parts of speech, we are focusing on verb, noun and adjective especially. Let's say example, walk. Walk is a verb because it denotes action. And example sentence, he left for the walk. He left for the walk. Here, left, past tense of leave, is a verb denoting action, is already here. And left for the walk. Walk, here, verb used as a noun. He has left for what? Walk. Verb qualifying noun. What is noun over here? Walk. Another example. Chair. Chair is a noun and that noun can be used as verb also. For example, he chaired the session. He chaired the session. Here chair noun is used as chaired verb. Ed pratyay. CHAIRED. Ed has added there. Then another example, empty. Empty is an adjective and it is used as verb. Verb. I emptied the room. EMPTIED. Empty is adjective. We are adding ed and we have made it verb emptied. I emptied the room. So these are the example of conversion. For the better understanding of the conversion, we must first understand the parts of speech. We have to identify various parts of speech from that word. Then only we will be able to understand the concept of conversion. Then acronym. Acronym is a process in which we took the first or the initial letter of one or two more bigger words to form new word. We'll see the examples to clarify this particular term. PIN. 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 PIN stands for personal identification number. SIM. 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 Subscription identification module. So these are the examples of acronyms where the first or the initial letter or one or two more bigger words to form new word. PIN, SIM. It has a very long form. We are using it as a short PIN, SIM. It is called as acronym. Then number 8, compounding. Compounding is a process that forms new words to add two or more independent words. Very easy one. Compounding. Two separate words, they have their own meaning. They are coming together and giving a valid another meaning. For example, homework. Homework is the word derived from the word home plus work. Homework. Textbook. Text plus book. Good looking. Good plus looking. Fireman. Fire plus man. Fireman. So these are the examples of compounding. Then derivation. 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 The formation of a new word is typically occur by addition of an affix to the root word. What is affix? To add something with the help of prefix and suffix. Prefix can be added to the initial part of the word and suffix need to be added at the ending part of the word. That is prefix, suffix, affixes. Prefix and suffix together can be called as affix. So by using this prefix and suffix to the new word, we can have another word totally. That is derivation. For example, word friend. FRIEND, friend. If I add suffix ly, it becomes friendly. Friendly has a meaning, friend has a meaning. And to this friendly ly, again I can add NESS suffix ness. It becomes friendliness. This is the word derived from the word friendly, friendly derived from the word friend. I can add prefix also. Friend plus B. B plus friend, be friend. Be friend is a word. Means do not have friends. Enmity kind of a feeling. So adding prefix, adding suffix can give us different words with different meanings. So this is the example of derivation. Now we'll talk about echoism. Creation of a new word from natural or artificial sound. Here we are focusing on sound, music, noise. Certain words are based on these sounds. For example, roar of waterfall. Roar is a word taken from the nature. Roar is the voice of lion. When we say lion is roaring, that lion's roaring sound is attached, termed as roaring sound of the waterfall. Roar of waterfall. Another example, clang of a bell. The clang is a sound made of bell. When the bell rings, it makes some clanging sound. So we are using that sound word to the another word in English language to the bell. This is the example of echoism, clang of a bell. Then we'll talk about abbreviation. ABBREVIATION, abbreviation. Abbreviation, a shortened form of a word or a phrase, is called abbreviation. It is always written in capital letters. Don't forget it. It is always written in capital letters. For example, D.O.D means data of birth. A.T.M, ATM. Example of abbreviation, ATM stands for automatic teller machine. Automatic teller machine. So instead of using lengthy word, we are making it short by using abbreviations. We are using capital letters, we are using dots in between, and answering it as ATM, DOD. These are the examples of abbreviation. Here is one small note can be considered. Acronyms, abbreviation, and initialism. These three words appear similar, but it has a different slight meaning. First, acronym. Acronym is a special kind of abbreviation that uses the first letter of each word that it represents to form an all letters capitalized abbreviation. A true acronym can be pronounced as a word, such as NASA, SCUBA, ASAP. NASA, we know, the aviation astronomical organization of the America. Then scuba diving. Then ASAP means as soon as possible. So these words are the examples of acronyms. Now we'll talk about abbreviations. Abbreviations usually have a few letters of a single word removed. The remaining letters are combined and stand in place of that longer word, such as TBSP for tablespoon, ETC for etc. We use these types of abbreviation only in writing, but we say the full word when we speak them out loud. We are only writing a shortcut, but we are pronouncing in a long form, tablespoon, etc. TBSP and ETC. Then the last one, initialism. Initialism is just like an acronym, but it cannot be produced as a word. Instead, we have to say the individual letters. For example, DIY. DIY stands for do it yourself. USA. USA stands for United States of America. So these are the very detailed things: acronym, abbreviation, and initialism. But for your word formation process, you have to by heart learn, understand basic word formation processes. For example, number 1, coinage. 2, borrowing. 3, blending. 4, clipping. 5, back formation. 6, conversion. 7, acronym. 8, compounding. 9, derivation. 10, echoism. 11, abbreviation. And we have also discussed the slight difference between acronym, abbreviation, and initialism. If you have any questions, do contact me. We'll clarify your all doubts. Word formation process, the theory is important. On the basis of that, in your question paper, they will ask you various words and will ask you term the example of the word formation. What kind of example is this of the word formation? Or they will give you the term and they will tell you to write the example of this formation. So first understand the word, coinage, borrowing, compounding. Understand the literal meaning of the word, then try to extract the definition, and definitely you will be able to find the example out of it. Spellings are here very important. If you're mistaking in it, you will convey the wrong message. Fine. Any questions? Do let me know. Thank you.